I honestly, the like 15 to 20 minutes of this conversation is getting cut out.
Yes.
Have you heard? Oh my god, no way.
Welcome back, bitches. Welcome back. Let's just take a moment of silence for Miracle's hair, because it's serving. RIP to our souls, because it's giving.
I was going to say the same about Kim, because the little, like, boobity moment. Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's giving 70s blowout.
I'm loving it. Oh my god, I love a 70s hair moment. Like, I love the big, I love the, like, sometimes I wonder why these trends went away, because, like, there's some things I don't understand. Like, why was it, like, a terrible thing in the early 2000s to have a big butt and big boobs?
I don't know.
Like,
that was really weird.
That's weird. Like, the man
it's like exactly what a man wants.
Literally. And then it became a thing to get all these surgeries and get big, and it's like, some people literally had surgery to go small because y'all told them it was ugly.
Yeah.
Are
like
you
that
kidding?
Like that one song when he's like, thinking fat butts aren't the thing. Got big butts and I cannot lie. He like said something like that. Oh, who said flat butts are the thing? Yeah.
I don't know what song that is.
You've never heard Big Butts? You've never heard that song?
Well, I've heard it.
Big butts and I cannot lie.
Yeah, but I've
You
never
other
heard
boys
the
can't
full
stand
song.
that. A girl walks in with the itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get strong. I'm trying to find it.
That's the only part I've ever heard, honestly.
It's like,
one thing I hate though is it looks like I'm wearing mascara. I promise I literally I just have no.
These magazines saying flat butts are the thing. Yeah, it's in there. Listen to it. It's in there. Look for it.
But
I had
anyway.
to completely, little update. I'm here. I survived the hurricane. All is well. I had to put everything back, which really, it didn't take us that long. It took me a couple hours to get everything back, which makes me wonder why I was stressing so much putting everything up, because if it didn't take that long to put back, then it probably didn't take that long to put it up either. I'd just be stressing myself out, honestly.
Something you needed to have done.
Yeah, I just be stressing myself out.
Everything all at once, and it was like something you had to do.
Yeah.
Putting your books back, you could have just left them there. Because those books would still be on my desk, would still be on the shelves for at least 2 months before I decide.
No, I have to have them back in their pretty little place, you know?
Pretty place.
It's just how because I want to come into my office when I work and see all my pretty little books. I'm finally almost done with my Aquatar book, my reread. It's looking so beautiful. My annotations are looking so good. I'm so excited. I'm going to put it on my shelf and it looks so pretty. And then I'm going to start Throne of Glass. So if you ever want book updates on like what I'm reading or what I'm doing, let me know, because I'll give you some updates. I have
always give us updates.
A plethora of books that I can update you on. I need to start
reading again, and then we can talk about the same books.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Do audiobooks.
I know, I've been thinking about it because I have Spotify Premium, so most of them are on Spotify.
What I do, you only get 15 hours though. So if you have a big fantasy book, like I couldn't even finish A Court of Silver Flames because I still have 30 chapters left.
Why do they not have the whole book on it?
No, they do, but the Spotify Premium only gives you 15 listening hours. So the book, no, just like for the month. And then if you want more, you have to buy more.
That's dumb.
Literally, because I'm like, I told Malik, I'm like, I could use that up in 2 days.
Yeah. I could use that a day, actually.
Literally. Like, I don't think you understand. He's like, I need more.
I don't think
but I did, if you go on YouTube, sometimes you can find them on YouTube for free. So right now I'm listening to A Court of Silver Flames on YouTube for free.
That's what I did all through junior high, like when I missed a couple months of school, because obviously I was going through the whole Kiari thing. Actually, that would be a fun get to know me thing, because not everybody knows that. But like, what was I saying? Oh, when I like missed a whole bunch of school, they were like, okay, you have to go out to the library and read this book. Like, you have to read 10 chapters. And I'm like, I don't fucking read. I'm not reading this shit. Yeah. So my cheating ass went to an audiobook, and I just put that shit on 2 times. Because my brain works so fast. Put that shit on 2 times, and I had it finished in an hour. She's like, you did not read all that. I was like, I passed all the quizzes, actually. So, tell me I didn't.
No, that, like, literally, because I had a Quarter Silver Flames on 2.5 speed. Like, and it still was a 15-hour book. So, yeah. But I'm almost done, and I can't wait to get into my romance, little rom-com era.
And that's the thing about audiobooks is, like, I know I could do it and it would help a lot, probably. But if I don't like your voice, I'm not gonna have any interest. Like, I don't know. Like, my Siri is always like a British man. Like, I don't ever want to listen to an American man or an American woman or an American British lady. It has to be the British man because it just doesn't sound right in my head. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It just has to be a specific voice. And it, like, most British men voices I don't like. But the British man who filmed or who recorded to be the British man Siri ate down every time. Maybe that's just my tism.
Yeah, because I don't think you're going to find many audiobooks that aren't.
I know.
But, yeah.
I wonder if I could get AI to do it. How they have those, like, AI voices.
Maybe, probably. But yeah, so that's my journey right now. I also have an Audible subscription where I listen as well. My favorite thing right now is to like have the physical book in front of me and listen to the audiobook. So like have it read it to me while I'm like going through the book. It's really helping me absorb it better, and it's helping with my annotations. Yeah, so that's my book journey at the moment. My only update for the week is that I survived a hurricane. So
How was that? Was your whole family at your sister's?
no. Well, yes, my whole family was at my sister's,
Your
not
family.
yeah, my family. I think for me, it's something that just boggles my mind because I'm like, I thought in my head that I had such close relationships with these people, and then to just like come to find out that they actually just like sat around and talked shit about me the entire time, and me sitting there constantly defending them, constantly like having their back, and then they sit there and talk shit about me any time that they get a little bit upset with me.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. I don't understand, like, these old, miserable ass people in our families who, like, just talk shit about everybody. And, like, if you think the shoe fits, fucking wear it, Cinderella, because I promise. Are your AirPods in? Because I hear your kids.
They are in, and you're gonna hear my kids because they're yelling. You're also probably gonna hear Leo because he's a fucking psycho. And whether he's covered up or not, he's screeching. So.
But anyway, like, I don't understand these old ass, miserable ass people in our families who, like, can't talk shit about it. And like I said, if you think the shoe fits, if you think I could possibly, even for a smidgen, be talking about you, wear that fucking shoe, Cinderella, because I'm talking about you. I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking about you. Anyway, like, there's just, like, I just don't understand why you're so miserable to the fact that you're, like, you're around me, so you talk shit about this, and this person because you know that I don't really talk to them. And then when you're around them, you talk shit about me and this, and that person. And it's like, but then you're in our faces. I love you, all love, hugs and kisses. You're my favorite. You're a fake bitch. You are too old to be acting like that.
To me, it's like you're talking this way because I have a similar situation of like somebody talks to my mom about me and my sister, and it's like clearly you know that that's my mom, so you're gonna have some
loyalties are tied to me.
Well, no, not even just that. You're talking to my mom, so you're gonna have some type of filter over your mouth while you're talking to my mom. So if this is what you feel comfortable saying to my mom, what are you saying about me to other people that you don't have to put a filter on for?
Literally, but even the filter talking shit about me to my mother, like, you're talking shit about me to my mother and you don't care. So you have to be saying some crazy ass shit to other people. You can't even say anything to my mom. Because one thing about my mom is she's going to come back and report to me. Because I'm above all else. If she had to choose two people in this world, between two people in this world, guess what? She's choosing me, not your bitch ass. Because that's my mother. And guess what? She doesn't really give a fuck about you. She's just here to listen and report back. But, like, if you're saying this to my mom, which is crazy because, like, I don't care.
Why are you doing that?
Right, but like, what are you, for real, like, what are you saying to other
Mm-hmm.
people? Because if you feel comfortable enough to tell that to my birth giver, you have to be saying some crazy ass shit to people, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's always like my first thought is like, if you feel this comfortable saying these things to my mom, what are you saying to other people? A good thing to clarify is I never, ever, ever sit here and say that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect.
No, we're
There,
not.
there are many situations where I've been in the wrong. There's been many situations where I've said something I shouldn't have said. But you want to know what the difference is that I don't live in a delusional world where I make
My
up
shit
an
don't stink.
alternate reality of what actually happened. If I did something and made a mistake, I will own up to it, take accountability for it, and apologize for it.
No, for real.
And I just like can't stand people that just can't do that.
Yeah,
Like
no, I don't
you said
understand.
something fucked up, admit to it so we can all move on. I think that's
Yeah,
like
because
the
like,
main thing is just
yeah,
admit to it so we all can move on.
no, for me, it's like, yes, okay, people can't admit when they're wrong because they want to think that their shit doesn't stink. They want to think that they're perfect, which is okay, cool, whatever. It's the fact that you taint someone else's reputation. What the fuck did I, as a 14-year-old girl, do for you to hate me 5 years later?
We were in the car and Malik was like, well, he's like, now that people want to talk shit about my sister, I ain't keeping his secrets for him no more. I'm
He wants
like, period.
all
I'm like,
everybody's. Guess
I'm
what?
like, and why
Guess
were
what?
you?
And like we said, I think it was the last episode, we find out
Literally.
the things you've lied about. Isn't about your mother. The things you've
Oh,
lied
the
about.
things you've lied about. No, dead
Literally.
ass.
Like, we know everything,
Literally.
Cookie. Don't think we don't.
It is genuinely sad because I don't talk to anyone
It's okay.
after this last experience.
I was gonna say, if you're not my mother or my siblings, I don't really fuck with you like that, but that's not even true, because I cut off my siblings. If you do something shitty to me, Kim, my mom, my other brothers, I literally don't care. I will not speak to you ever again. I don't care.
Literally.
What are
I
you
love it
doing?
when people apologize to the person that they didn't do something to.
Right? Like, oh, and
Like,
we can get into that for real. Because I was scrolling in my messages. I typed in Malik because I was looking for something, and it was that apology message. And I'm like, you didn't even do anything to him.
literally.
You literally did not a single thing to Malik. Everything that you
I,
did was towards Kim. Like, what are you doing? Go to the
like,
clip and have class. Like, what the
what are you
fuck?
even saying? What are you even
What a
saying?
weirdo, dude. She's such a weird.
Seriously though. It's just so wild, like, because you never grow up thinking that like this is how your relationship like with your family is gonna go, you know? You never grow up thinking that you're gonna be this far at odds with people. But truly and honestly, when it comes to mine, I know you guys think that like our family was like super close, but I genuinely didn't know. And that's what I told my mom last weekend is I'm like, these people have so much to say about me and my sister. It's like people, they have so many things to say about me and her, but they genuinely didn't know us until like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
You didn't even know me until 7 years ago, and you already had all of
Immediately.
these like
Yeah.
yeah, you already have all of these hateful things to say about us, and
All
all
hateful
of these
ideas
like
of me and
weird
thought I was in your head.
yeah, and you don't even know me.
Yeah. No, I don't understand that. And it's
Like
always just
what?
like one funky ass person that's like, who thinks they're the leader of the family, who just like
Mm-hmm.
fucks everything over. But anyway, yeah, that shit's crazy. Let's finally give our updates for the week. Your update
I know.
was Hurricane. We ended up talking about how you were with your family. How was the
Oh,
travel?
that's how we
Travels crazy?
diverted.
Like, were the travels like bad? Was it hard to get from place to place? Like when you were
No,
a
my mom,
baby?
it took her. That's why when I was watching TikTok, you get very amped up. But truly and honestly, my mom had She is from the St. Petersburg area. She had a 3-hour drive to get to my sister in Palm Coast. She ended up running into a little bit of traffic, and it like made it like a 4-hour drive instead of
Not
what
terrible.
is usually a 3-hour drive. So it was not terrible traffic. And then we didn't hit any traffic at all, but we left the day the hurricane was hitting. So I mean,
yeah, like no one was there. Everyone was already gone.
yeah, everyone was already
I'm glad
in their
you guys
safe
finally
spot.
found gas though, because I know my mom was telling me Malik could not find gas anywhere.
So the propane, yeah, I mean, it really wouldn't have mattered because we were going to my sister's anyway.
Not
So it
propane,
didn't really matter.
gas, the car.
Oh, gas, yeah. Yeah, we were
But
fine.
still,
We
even
were
then,
literally so fine.
you would have been able to make it with the gas that you had.
Yeah, literally, we were so fine. We were so fine.
Yeah.
We were fine.
No, yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad that everyone's safe. That was like my big thing. I was like, fuck their house, honestly, because like we could just, you know, like you can get a new place, you can get new books, you know what I mean? You can get new everything, but like,
No, I know.
as long as everyone's safe.
Yeah, I know that that's like the thing you tell yourself as long as everybody's safe and as long as everything's okay. But it is still devastating. If I would have lost my books, I would have been so devastated.
Oh,
I would have cried.
I know. But it's
Because
like,
there's so many of them I still haven't even read yet, and it's like I would have cried if I lost my books.
yeah, no, 100%. Like, it's devastating losing anything. Even if you lost just
Yeah.
one room worth of things, it's still tragic. But like, you know, I'd rather all my birds be safe.
So my update's done. Now you get to give yours.
I really don't want to give an update this week. I have to. Basically, if you follow me on TikTok, you know, I got a bird. His name is Chicken. He was the most amazing thing ever. I was so excited to finally have a bird that loves me back. Like all my parakeets, if you know birds, you know that parakeets are just, they're in their own world. Remy, he'll spend time with me, but on his own conditions. Like only when he wants to, which isn't often. And then Flynn and Evie are bonded with each other, so it's really just fuck me unless I have a treat in my hand. And then Lewis is bonded with my boyfriend, so it's like iffy. Chicken was fully obsessed with me. Like, I'm talking in my hair all day, laying with me, playing with me. Like, if I was gone, he was bored. And if I'm here, like, he just wants to be up my ass. Anyway, got him on Tuesday. And I went to wake him up Friday morning, and I found him passed away at the bottom of his cage. So that's how my week went. That's how my past, what's today's Sunday, 3 days have been. I brought him to get cremated yesterday. They said everything's done. I don't know if I'm being nitpicky, but like I ordered his urn off of Amazon, and it came and it was like teal, and I wanted green because he was green. And then like the box was bad and everything was just shit quality. The urn had a scratch in it, and I'm just like, fuck no. So then I ordered a new one. Hopefully it comes the way that it needs to come. But like, I'm just trying not to have a mental breakdown because obviously you guys know I worked at a pet store, and that's obviously where I got him. And I bonded with him for 3 months before I got him. So it's not like I just had the bird for 2 days and I'm absolutely devastated. No, I've known that bird for over 3 months, and I'm like still trying to even fathom that he's gone. So it's like, and if you know me, you know I'm an animal person through and through. I get attached very easily, and I love very hard when it comes to animals. So like seeing that and having that happen was like really rough. Yeah. So I'm just trying to get through it now. It's rough because I absolutely adored him, and it's just so weird. I still don't know how it was too late by the time that I had found him to figure out how. I'm assuming it was like a pre-existing condition, but you know, life happens. I'll have to get over it. I'll have to heal from it. My other birds are safe, and that's really all that matters right now. That's all I can try to remind myself is that at least the other 4 are okay.
Mm-hmm.
And at least I took precautions because I was gonna keep Remy in here with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that my better judgment told me to just put Remy with the other birds, because then I would have another sick bird and he would probably be dead by now. So thankfully I was smart enough to like, you know, separate them. But, you know, just going through it day by day kind of sucks because like you want to go to work to get, you know, get away from it. And then every work, I'm cleaning cages, and I have to walk past the cage and everything's still untouched from how it was when he was in there, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, every time I go to work, I'm just reminded of, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling, still trying to process, but I'll get over it. That's pretty much all my week was about chicken, because I got him. That's pretty much my entire week, because it was from Tuesday to now, so
Yeah.
it wasn't anything different. I haven't really. Another update, bird related. I think Remy and Evie have a thing. They're like constantly up each other's asses when they're out of the cage, and like it's so weird because she's a little hoe. I'm gonna be honest. She'll go into Remy's cage, flirt with him, and then go back to Flynn and flirt with him. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? But then she's mean to both of them, so I'm like, is she just like, is this like a brother sister bond, or like are y'all finna do the deal, or are you just being, you're just being a little sister?
Well,
Because
you'll find out when you
I'll find
see
out
bird
in 30
babies.
days.
When you
No, for
see
real.
bird babies.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep them as separate as possible, because Flynn and Evie obviously haven't done anything, but like the more daylight they have, the more time they have to reproduce. And I'm trying not to give them any like tents or like beds that have like that could like replicate a nest, like a closed nest, because then that also makes them more hormonal, and they're like, oh, I have a spot to lay eggs. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. But yeah, and then Remy's finally talking, like saying words again in front of the other birds, so that might help them speak, honestly. But yeah, besides my bird dying, that's pretty much all I have for the week.
We have very, well, not very boring, but like very stressful and traumatic week.
Yeah, this week was terrible. Honestly, terrible. And you like
Yeah.
never expect it to happen, it just happens. And it's like,
I was like Googling it because I'm a nosy Nelly, so I like needed to Google. And I was Googling it, and for him being at the store for as long as he was, and then the rapidness of it happening at your house, the like common denominator was that it was probably stress from a change of environment.
yeah, I just like, I don't know, it's just so different. My best top 3 is that he had born a virus, which is a virus that kills birds within months, which would make sense because he was only 10 months old. He was a baby still. Number 2, he just didn't want to die there because that was not a home. A lot of pets do that, is where they die when they finally feel like they're at home and finally feel like they're at peace, or when they finally feel like they're going to be alone. Like, some animals will literally run away to die because they don't want to die with people. And then number 3 is that he had a night fright, because birds can die from night frights, which is kind of crazy. Like, you can get scared and just die. So I honestly, I have no idea. I'm trying to not blame myself. Like, I know.
Well, either way, it wouldn't be your fault.
I know deep down that it's not my fault, but there's a part of me that wishes, while obviously I only had him 2 days, I wouldn't have been able to get him into the vet anyway. But like, if I were able to get him into the vet, would I have been able to do anything? Like,
well, even like getting him into the vet, they still have to do a test, like blood test, and you wouldn't have gotten those back within time anyway.
But then at least I would have known in a couple weeks.
Yeah, true.
But I don't know. It's a whole situation.
But anyway, and we're going to play 21 questions, and some of the questions may be lame, some of the questions may be good, but this is if you just want to get to know us a little bit better. And
truthfully, yeah. I tried looking and everything was lame as fuck, and so we'll just figure it out as we go. Do you believe in fate, or do you think we create our own destiny?
I think it's like a mix, because I do think that we create our own destiny in the sense. I think that everything happens for a reason, basically. So like everything happens for a reason. But I do think that based on the decisions that we make can also create our outcome. If that makes any sense.
Like, I think that there's a lot of things that are meant to happen, but there's a lot of things that won't happen unless you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think it like really can mess with you when you think about it in the sense that every decision that I make has led me here, and even just the smallest like veer in
if I brushed my teeth this morning could lead to something years from
yeah.
now. You know what I mean?
If I decided to leave the house like 10 minutes later this morning and then I got into an accident, or like even the opposite, like I was late to work and I missed an accident.
Even 5 seconds can change. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy how fast things can.
Okay. What is your love language?
Acts of service. Well, okay, receiving is acts of service. My receiving love language is acts of service. My outgoing love language is gift giving. It's just like the way I like to show my love because I'm so good. Like, I'm so good at gift giving. My mind is so creative when it comes to giving gifts. So, like, I love to do it because I love people to know, like, hey, I know that you mentioned this for 5 minutes 7 years ago. I want you to know that I remember that, and I want you to know that I thought of you. Like, that's my way of showing it. Acts of service is my way of receiving it because, like, it shows me that you care enough to help me out. Like, especially because I get super overstimulated and I like my brain actually cannot function sometimes when I have so many things to do. And when Mahi steps in and helps me, it's like the most reassuring thing ever. Because I'm like, I literally would not have been able to get through this hour without your help. Like, thank you so much. And I don't always say it, but like, super appreciative, honestly.
Yeah.
What are yours?
Mine, I genuinely always thought that it was acts of service. Typically, women's are always acts of service, but mine has changed a little bit. My two big ones, my first one was acts of service, and my second one was quality time. But I think they've actually switched now, and my big one is quality time. Like, and I mean quality time, not quantity time, quality time, one-on-one. You're paying attention to me, and not even that because quality time can mean so many different things. Some people think that quality time, some people think that quality time is just like you're in the room next to me and we're just always around each other. Some people think that that's quality time. I don't think that's quality time. I think that's quantity time, but it's not quality. For me, quality is we're sitting down and we're talking, or we're actually involved in an activity together, or we're
actually doing something together.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean sitting down watching a movie, sitting down watching a TV show. I don't consider those.
That's like a wind down time. That's not quality.
Yeah, it's not quality time. You're not actually giving me your undivided, unsolicited attention.
You're giving the movie attention. Okay? Are there any beliefs or attitudes that you have changed over the past few years, and what made it change? Like something you were really stuck on and then you were like, you know what? I could change my mind on this. And then you did.
Oh yeah, religion. Well, I mean, I've never really needed religion. If I'm going to be completely honest, I wasn't like one of those people that subscribed to like needing to be a part of any type of religion group to feel okay with the world or okay with myself or who I am as a person. I never subscribed to it, never saw the point in it. And it's not to say that I don't think that there is like some higher power out there. Like clearly there's something out there, because this didn't just like like this didn't just like pop up. But as to what we think it is, what we think it wants from us, I don't know. And there's such a limited amount of time on this planet in itself that I'm not going to spend my life trying to figure out what some imaginary being might want from me.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I feel like because there is, and there may be multiple gods. Like, I believe in the universe, and I believe that, like, obviously something created us, like you said, but I don't think it wants anything from us. because like sin wouldn't have been a thing. All these terrible things would not have been created if it wanted specific things from us. I think that maybe the only thing that could have been wanted was obviously for everyone to be happy. You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Like, why the fuck was why was it invented then? You know what I mean?
I mean, some people are like Mormons, like they can't have coffee. I don't think whoever's up there doing whatever they're doing is worried about you having a fucking cup of coffee today. I don't think they care. If we're being completely honest. And like with mine, like, oh, you couldn't go to the Kingdom Hall with dresses above the knee. I think he's got bigger fish to fry than if I wear a dress. Yeah, like I think he's got bigger fish to fry at this point.
That everyone's too worried about religion. Just like live.
My biggest thing is always that I don't need, because they're always like, oh, well, you use it as like how you should act and how you should conduct yourself and how you should live life. And it's like, I don't need a book to tell me to be a good person.
That was written by man.
I don't need a book to tell me to be a good person. I should just be a good person.
Right.
And I think I'm doing a pretty good job at that.
Right.
So I'm content.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know. I think it's a huge thing. But yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
What is the most important relationship in your life?
Can I say something before I answer?
What?
It's back to kind of what you said when people say their most important relationship is like over their partner, over their children. I'm like, that's culty. That's really culty.
That's what the J-dubs say. It's supposed to be God above everything.
My most important relationship in my life right now, honestly, trying to make it this is with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've struggled so much with self-hate and not knowing who I am and trying to find myself. I think that's my number one right now. I would put my relationship with myself over my partner and everything else in my life because I'm what's important. Everyone always says, oh, the world doesn't revolve around you. Well, mine does. And that's the problem. My world does revolve around me. And I need to make sure that I'm happy and I'm okay. And I'm not about to live my life not knowing who I am. So I'm going to focus on me.
Mm-hmm.
And how I feel about myself. Because I should never hate myself. I should never not love what I see. Or who I am. So, genuinely, I'll say myself. What qualities do you value most in a friend?
I would say a good listener. Someone who
I'm already feeling.
A good listener, someone funny. And just like someone that I like, we can just be around each other and we don't have to, we're not, right, how do I put this? Someone who doesn't always feel like they need to fill like the empty space, if that makes any sense. We don't always have to be like talking to each other. I can truly and honestly, and I've said this to you multiple times, I can sit in a car next to someone and not say a word. And I'm content. Like I don't need to talk. Yeah. I don't feel like I also don't ever feel like I'm good at explaining anything, like ever. So
I feel you though. No, I understand what you're saying.
You know, this is kind of like on your field. What does it mean to be a good friend to you?
Like for someone to be a good friend to me.
I think it's just like in general, like what does it mean for somebody to be a good friend to you?
A good friend in general is, I think that if we're friends, obviously, you know, like set boundaries with what you allow me to do, you know, in my own life. Because, you know, like you also know what's best for me. But like, I think that if I make a decision and you're judging me for it, why? You know what I mean? Like, unless it's something that's like absolutely terrible, like I'm gonna ruin my life or I'm gonna ruin something, then I don't think that friends should judge each other as much as some do. Like, there are so many friendships where people are very, very, very judgmental, and I'm like, that's your best friend, though. Like, that's
like
your
secret haters.
Yeah, Like, I just don't feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like I should be able to also tell you anything without you judging me. Because we should understand that we're both people with trauma. And if you don't understand that, then you're not my friend. Because I can understand where you're coming from, even though it's something that I personally wouldn't do. I understand because of the things that you lived through, because I know who you are. I also feel like if you're my friend, I shouldn't feel uncomfortable to tell you anything, even if it's embarrassing. For my friend, I should not be embarrassed in general. Like, I mean, obviously, there's, like, information that's too much. Like, I don't understand the people who, like, tell each other their sexual details, which isn't embarrassing. That's just kind of more like a private thing. But, like, if I did something that I think is, like, really embarrassing and I need to talk to someone about it, I should be able to talk to my best friend.
Yeah.
If I did something terrible, I think that I should be able to tell my best friend because, like, in our situation, like, I know that you would tell me I was wrong, but, like, I know that you would also support me and you wouldn't, like, think I'm a terrible person from me doing a thing. Yeah, I would just say not having as much judgment and, like, being able to feel comfortable with each other would probably be my main thing. Because, like, you know, I should be able to trust my friend, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
If you could relive one day from your past, what would it be?
My wedding. And just because it was a hoot and a half. It was so much fun. I think it was the last time that my family actually was a family. So yeah, that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Everybody was on their best behavior. We had a hoot and a half. I mean, and it was the last time that Malik got to experience people in a positive way. So
Which was so long ago. So that's,
I know it's really crazy that it was so long ago. It's the last time that I got to experience certain people in a positive way.
Yeah.
So.
And I know your grandpa was there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's just like everybody was together and everybody was having a good time and everything was good.
I'm still mad about that, and I know it wasn't your fault, but I'm still mad that
because I don't think we're redoing it. I don't think we're having a vow renewal. So
well, darn diddly.
I know, right?
Honestly, you could just have a cute little vow renewal in your backyard. I could plan it. Have something super cute.
I have somebody that I could have plan one. I just don't know that I want to. I just don't know that I want to do it. I don't know. Maybe like for 15 years or like 20 years. I don't know. Seems kind of like silly to do it. Plus, your brother thinks it's silly, so I honestly just wanted a new wedding dress out of it and a new ring, but it's all right.
You suck. I'm dead.
So yeah, because I'm bougie as fuck. So I'm just so fucking yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because I'm definitely getting upgraded to a 2 carat. That's all I know. That's all I know. Maybe 2.5, depending on what the price is looking like.
Damn. You said I'm really bad.
I want people to look at my finger and be like, God damn, how does she keep her hand up?
Where? Drew's ring?
It's really pretty.
It's not just a boulder.
Personally, I don't like that cut, but it is a pretty ring.
It's fucking huge. There's a lot of cuts I don't like. There's maybe one or two that I'm like, that's really pretty. But I also don't want like a traditional like diamond ring. I want my ring to be green. I want it to be like moss agate or some type of crystal or stone. I don't want diamond.
Yeah. I love the oval shape. I just think the oval shape is so elegant and I just love it. But I am really getting into this new thing that I've seen where it's 2 diamonds, but they're different shapes. And I like having like an oval and like a pear next, or even like an oval and like a pearl. I think that's so cute. I love pearl rings.
The pearls are very cute. No, I like So, like, the ring that my dream ring, I already have it. It's a moss agate ring, and it's got, like, obviously the wedding band is, like, it's got, like, diamonds around it, but it's, like, the teardrop shape. But it has, like, an encasing with the gold around it, and it's, like, swirly. And then the two, like, the band that goes around it, I don't know what it's called, but it's, like, leaves, and it's just really swirly and pretty. And I'm just like, I just want something that looks like a fairy just made it for me. Like, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's what I like. But a traditional ring is also very pretty. I just wouldn't, like, I couldn't put it on every day and be like, that matches my outfit. Because sometimes I wear funky shit. But I know that the moss agate ring would match literally everything.
Well, that's why this next one that's why I'm getting like a 2.5 carat. It's because I just want a solitaire. I want a big, fat, solitaire 2.5 carat rock just like hanging off my finger. Literally. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock. That's what I want.
Period. When you were younger, what did you want to be, and what was your dream career?
My delusional ass thought I was either going to be an actress or a singer. The actress, honestly, I could have done if I could have just gotten out of my own way. I just have like this weird thing of like feeling dumb and like looking dumb. So I just couldn't get past that because being an actor is looking fucking crazy. Truly. But the whole singer thing, clearly I'm not going to become a singer. Yeah, like clearly I'm not going to become a singer anytime soon or ever. But yeah, those were my dreams. That's what I wanted to do with my life because I was so delusional and really thought that I could. And then I grew up. It's still kind of like weird though because I have always and like still kind of do feel like I was meant to be doing something bigger. I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm here doing this. But have a fun rest of your day. I think you said you're gonna hang out with the boys, so have a fun rest of your day with the boys.
I will.
And that's a wrap, guys. See you next Tuesday.
See you, losers. Did we even say hey, bitches? Hey, bitches.
We did.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, have fun with the rest of your day. I don't know what you have planned.
Nothing. Sit on the couch.
But yeah, I shall see you later.
Later.
Bye.
I don't talk to you, and I won't talk to you. I genuinely won't speak to you again. Just so you're aware, I genuinely won't speak to you again.